Good Sunday morning, fellas. How's it going?
Hello.
How's it going in NBR land?
Pretty good.
All right, man. So before we get started, I'd like to hear from our sponsor.
What's going on, guys? It's your man Charlie right here from Single Tree Barbecue. Did you know we are on a mission to build community through undeniable hospitality and the perfect plate of barbecue? Y'all come check us out, 2805 Old Fort Parkway, right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 8, Sundays from 11 to 4. Give us a call at 615-307-0120. You can check us out on all the social platforms at Single Tree BBQ. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Appreciate all the support.
All right, that's Charlie over at Single Tree in Middle Tennessee, or in Middle Tennessee on 96. Go check them out. Before we get started with sports, I want to talk about the nonprofit a little bit. We're starting to gain ground here. I'm building out the board of executive board so far. On the board, it's I'm the president, founder. Paulie here is going to be the executive director soon. My buddy George Simpson is the vice president, and my wife is going to be the secretary. We're going to sit down in the next couple of weeks once Paulie gets settled, and we're going to lay out the rest of the board. I'd like to have 6 board members, hopefully mostly veterans, but it's a veteran-based organization. So, and then we have to decide how the podcasts line in with the nonprofit and all that. So there's going to be a lot of work going on in the next month or two. And with that said, to drive all this, I've been building out a website. So I just want to go over the website real quick if y'all have time. So the website here is this is where you'll go to get any information on sporting tickets. Last week we sent Chief Warrant Officer Eric Hopper and his uncle, Navy veteran, to a Detroit Lions game. This Sunday, today, actually, a Vietnam veteran and his daughter are going to be at the game today, Detroit Lions against the Atlanta Braves. So we're pretty excited about that. So what we have here is I just want to go over through a few things. If you'd like to donate, there's going to be a donate button here, but you can contact us here by hitting this button, and emails will come to me. Eventually, the emails will hopefully go to the entire team once everything is set up. We have an About Us page. Has our mission statement, what we're all about. A couple of the officers. I don't have Paulie on there yet because he hasn't officially accepted the assignment, but I'm pretty sure he will. He's been talking about it, so we'll add him here in the next day or two. TSP, there'll also be a link for NBR. You'll be able to either watch or listen to both podcasts right here. Has all the links here. Right now, it's just this little 3-minute clip. If you're interested in TSP and what we're all about, I suggest coming here and watching this 3-minute video. It's a little montage of the guests we've had on. It's a great concept. It's award-winning. We won a national award last year, and we're super excited about that project. Along with NBR, I just haven't had time to put the NBR page up yet, but it's coming along. And then once a month, I'm going to be posting blogs, and they're going to be focused on veterans and how do we get veterans to stop committing suicide. That's our main goal here, is to stop veteran suicide. It's a tragedy, 22 a day. It's the rally call, but sometimes it's more than that. It's more like 40 a day. One is too many, so we're not going to stop until that stops. So if you want to look at blogs, come on over here, click on that. And then finally, today went up at the shop. So right now, the only thing I have in the shop is the cookbook. And to kick this off, the cookbook will be on sale Monday through Friday at a discounted price. Just to kick things off, you can buy it this coming week, starting tomorrow for 5 days. You can buy it for $11 plus shipping. So go ahead, come on over here, purchase the cookbook. All proceeds go to supporting the nonprofit. And eventually, hopefully sometime today, there will be swag on this page. I'm really looking forward to that because I want to see the logos out there everywhere I go. I want it to be like not going to say Nike, that's a little lofty, but I'd love to see people wearing our gear.
Get those stickers on there, man. I'll be slapping them all over the place.
And then the contact us page, that's really be edited. It is a fully functioning site though. So if you want to contact us, go ahead and drop your information here. We would love to talk to you. So with that said, everything's moving forward, and we lost Paulie again. So Paul is in transition here. There he is. So Paulie's in transition here. He's homeless. He's living out of a hotel room with crappy internet. We see. Paulie just sold his house in Chicago. He's moving here to Middle Tennessee. As soon as he gets here, like I said, I'll be putting him to work on the nonprofit, and I'm getting somebody cutting their grass now. That's awesome.
Yeah, me and the wife here are doing the hotel thing. We'll be down there soon enough. Can you hear
That'd
me?
be awesome.
All right, so we're looking forward to it. Sports now. On to sports. Can you guys hear the lawnmower through my microphone?
No, not really.
Oh,
Okay, that's,
I'm not here.
that's good because it's super annoying in my headphones right now. Sports. First thing I want to talk about sports is Miguel Cabrera. Probably one of the greatest hitters that baseball has ever seen. He's winding down his career. He's got, I believe, 7 games left in a Detroit Tiger uniform. It's been an awesome experience, a super blessing to see him in Detroit for all these years. I'm so glad that one of the smartest things that the Tigers did was to bring him up to Detroit out of Florida, and it's been quite a ride. Unfortunately, he's never won a ring here in Detroit, but they've been to the series a couple of times. It's just been a great experience watching him. I know, besides myself, I know Eric is a huge fan. So what do we think about these last 7 days, man? Is it a sad day in Detroit?
Yeah, I think it's sad. I've had a lot of reflection on myself, just with his career in general. I mean, not to put it lightly, but it kind of feels like a loss. Like we're not going to see this dude anymore. And he plays the game with such love and such enthusiasm and joy. It's almost like watching a kid play, and I think that's how you should play the game. And frankly, he's the best right-handed hitter I've ever seen in my life. So it's been a privilege and an honor. And I mean, I've seen him play a lot live, and I still feel like I haven't seen him enough. So it's going to be sad.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty equal to Barry Sanders walking away from the Lions, although his circumstances were a little different. He just abruptly left, and we didn't get that last year to mourn his greatness on the field. So at least this year we get to take in all the sights and sounds of the greatness that he has brought to the city of Detroit.
Right. And he deserves the swan song. I know this year and last year haven't really been good numbers wise for him, but I mean, the Tigers were going nowhere. Let him have a swan song. He deserves it.
It's a good and bad thing. When Jeter retired, they did the same thing, and it's the same idea. You hate to see it. It's like you don't even remember beforehand. And you don't want to remember beforehand because it probably sucked. Right. But once they go, it's a whole new page. That's a lot of money off the books. There's a lot of good that does come out of it. It's like you said, the numbers haven't been there the last couple of years. It's the same thing with all the older guys, but you gotta, out of respect. And I, as a fan, I'm glad they do that, because now as a fan, you can go check them out one more time. But yeah, there's some positive to come from it. It's hard to see right now.
Yeah, and also I don't have a problem with it because he wasn't taking anyone's roster spot. Like who else was going to come up?
Plus, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't
there's not a kid in the farm system where I'm like, man, let's get Cabrera out of here and pull this kid up.
Right.
Absolutely.
There isn't. So let him have a swan song. But go piggybacking off that, did you guys see the gifts he's been getting?
Yes.
The A's gave him a $7 or $80 bottle of wine, and that's it.
That's embarrassing. From the Angels, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so, and then the Dodgers gave him a Hollywood star, so that was pretty
cool.
neat. Yep, and then I think Minnesota gave him like a fly fishing set, and most teams have been donating to his
Nice.
foundation too. But
Yeah, I think New York gave him a Subway sign. It was all autographed.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty sick.
That was pretty
yeah, and
cool.
they gave him
Somebody
a painting of the home run he hit off of Mariano Rivera in the playoffs in 2012. Dope. So some gifts are better than others. I think the Orioles gave him a brick from the warehouse, and that's it. So
I mean, when they knock that stadium down in a million years from now, it'll be worth something.
Yeah.
So, well, blessings to Mr. Cabrera. It's been a joy to watch him.
It has
Absolutely.
been. I don't think there'll be another Triple Crown winner.
No,
at least not for a long time.
Not for a while. That was an amazing year.
Built for it, besides like Shohei Ohtani, who's just like a beast. But he's built for RBIs, home runs. Like those are two, and average and home runs don't usually go hand in hand, especially nowadays.
I mean that Triple Crown year, he batted .344.
That's insane. That's stupid.
Yeah.
And he hit how many home runs? When you hit
44 home runs and 122 RBIs.
That's stupid. Nobody's going to repeat that. I mean, just solely because the batting average. Because how many runs did he score that year? You know what I mean?
I'm not sure.
He's probably close to the top of the league in runs. When you're on base that much.
Yes. Along with baseball, Eric wanted to talk about Acuna.
Yeah, so this week, Ronald Acuna was only the 5th player in Major League Baseball history to get a 40 home run and 40 stolen bases season. They call it 40-40. I think that's absolutely remarkable. And actually, he has 40 home runs and 60 stolen bases. He has a shot at going 40-70.
I remember when Canseco did it. That's the last one I remember.
Yeah, Alfonso Soriano in 2006 was the last 40-40 we had.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's quite remarkable. That kid's an animal. Absolutely.
Yeah, he could do it. He could win the Triple Crown.
Yeah, I think so. But it's tough. I mean, it's tough to have all of those things line up at once. It's a magical season.
Well, you know what, Eric? That 40-40 thing might be, and I'm not trying to water it down, but it might be a little easier because of the way the pitching rules are, tossing the first base and lead. You can take a bigger lead off
bigger
now.
Bases too.
Yeah,
So
that's just for steals. That's just for steals, though. If you look, the home runs are what's the most impressive. Like, there's usually those speed guys don't hit 30, 40 home runs. Right. No, I'm just saying it might a home run guy that hits 40 plus or whatever has a better chance maybe with the current pitching rules. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
It looks like it was Canseco, Bonds in '96, Alex Rodriguez, Alfonso, and now
Acuna.
Beast. That's a good company.
Yeah, and I think there's 6 or 7 guys on the Braves with 30 plus home runs too.
Yeah, the Braves are just. It's like if you were to take a video game and just stack one team with all the best players and just destroy everybody, because that's exactly what they're doing.
Bat is live when you watch it.
I will say the Orioles will be a problem. I don't think they have the experience yet, but they could fight. They're a bunch of scrappers, so they'll scrap against Atlanta.
And also, the wild card race is kind of interesting for us in Chicago because they are half a game ahead of the Marlins for the 3rd spot. So that's kind of fun to watch here.
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah,
playoffs will be good.
It's good for baseball. It's good for baseball.
Yep.
It's stressful come playoff times. Those teams are. It's going to be a stressful playoff series for all those guys.
October's only a week away, man. So this is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be. I love this time of year.
It's the best time of year.
Yeah. Good morning to our watchers out there.
Baseball.
I like it better when the Yankees have something to say about it, but you know what? You can't do it every year.
Yeah, the Yankees, they're not eliminated, but I would probably assume they're going to be eliminated.
Honestly, we need to take the year to reevaluate.
Yeah.
Like we've got a lot of young guys. It's just I feel like the only reason we won games at the end of the season is because we brought up all of our young guys and they were hungry and they went out and played.
Yeah,
And they
I
beat
think the Yankees are 6.5 games out, but there's only
need to take
7
the
games
season.
left.
kind of scrape off, get rid of that excess fat we have that we need to get rid of. Some of those guys that are just dead weight, a lot of money, get them off the books, start over. We'll
Yeah, that's what happens when you sign 35-year-old veterans, though.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's Cashman. That's his MO. That's what he does. He signs old guys that are past their prime to put butts in the seats.
Yep,
so
sell them
hopefully his
jerseys.
days are numbered. But we'll
Good
see.
morning, viewers.
Good morning, Francine.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Scott.
2 Scots, and a Francine. Is Francine in the room with you, or is she working?
No, she's at the other house cleaning out stuff still.
Dang.
Awesome. So, yeah, hockey's getting ready to start up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my goal is to get a couple of hockey tickets this year, keep it going after football season. But we'll see what happens with some fundraisers and stuff coming up. So,
Predators games are
football, like the Fighting Irish had a rough day yesterday. Eric, you want to talk about your team?
Yeah, I mean, they were in that game basically the whole game, and they had one miscue at the very end, and they had 10 guys on the field and let Ohio State score that game-winning touchdown. I don't know what else
I
to
didn't
say.
watch it because I can't stomach either one of those teams. I was hoping they were both going to lose somehow.
I don't want to say that any loss is a good loss, but this one isn't a terrible
it's
one.
about as close as you can get to one.
Right. It's a top 5 school. And it was a back and forth game, so it's not like they got blown out
And it's like we were talking about before the show. I feel like this puts that top tier notch on Notre Dame again. You know, that's I just always felt like the last several years they've been 10 and lower, but now I feel like they deserve to be in that top 10 after a game like that.
Well, they finally have a quarterback.
It's good.
So their last 2 plays, they only played with 10 guys.
I thought it was just the last play, but maybe the last 2.
I mean, that's. I would say
And that
that's
ball
on the
was
coach.
getting loose too. So somebody in that pile knocked that ball, and that was a close play. He landed right on the line.
Yeah. It's a kick in the nuts for sure for us Irish fans.
College football's tough, man. College football's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the NC State game on Friday because I was like, oh, we're playing Virginia. We should take care of that. And we had a lead, and then it came down to like Friday night. I was getting ready to go to bed. I was like, is it tied with 3 seconds left? And I turned it on, and we missed the field goal, and they jumped over the center. So we got like 15 yards and then made it. We got very
That's all
lucky.
it takes is one miscue.
Yeah. I mean, we missed the field goal bad. It was like 20 yards short of the end zone.
Hey, so LeBron James is finally getting his due. He's finally getting rules named after him. You know, we have the Jordan rules. Now we have the LeBron rules where the NBA is going to start throwing fouls at floppers. He's finally getting his due. He's finally getting his due.
They brought the kick in last year off 3-point shots. You can't kick your foot. If you kick your foot out, or if you pump fake and then jump into the foul, that's an offensive foul now. So they've been working on it, but
They're also adding a resting clause or something.
I heard about that. Mm-hmm.
No, I mean where you can't sit the players towards a lot of games or something, Jason?
Just like,
depends on situations.
just like obviously for injury you can do that, but just like load management, quote unquote.
Yeah, they. A little bit of
Well,
How
it's
they
not
gonna-
fair to the fans, right?
It's not fair to fans.
fans.
How are they going
Yeah,
to? I wonder how they're going to manage that. Like, what's the penalty if you sit?
They're just going to
LeBron
say
James
people are
for
injured
3
when they
months?
want to arrest them. That's
They
all they're
haven't
gonna
gotten
do.
that far, but
They're going to say he's got a hamstring thing, and they're going to arrest him.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
I think
fans
that load management really hurts the NBA. Like, I think more than a lot of people realize. You know, like,
Absolutely.
let's just say the Lakers are only coming to Detroit once, right? And I want to take my son to the game, and
Most of the
LeBron,
time, that's how it works.
right? And now I have reservations because is LeBron and AD gonna play? And those tickets, you know, that's a premium game, so those
You just paid a lot
$45
of money to
seats
watch
are
him sit
now
on the bench.
70. Right.
Well, Scott Blanchard said you can't sit more than one of your stars at a time. So then you get into the subjectivity of what is a star.
Well,
yeah,
or they'll just sit one and then the other one will be hurt.
yeah, fake hammy.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
toe pain, stuff like that.
Got turf
I
toe.
wonder if they ever tried that in hockey, how that would work.
So hockey players
will,
aren't
lose
sissies,
their
man.
teeth and continue to play.
The hockey player would revolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yeah,
If
this-
you take the physical part of a hockey player's out of their life, they would go crazy. They need that physicality. So
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are
Probably most of
animals.
them play that.
that's a
They're
different
animals.
breed. You can't just be athletic and play hockey. You got to be.
No.
That'd be
you got to
No,
have
those
it up
guys-
here and
Absolute
here.
animals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to have a couple screws loose too. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
tough game.
Tough game.
Yeah, they've had players die on the court when they revived them. The dude's like, "Hey, can I get back in?" It's like, "God damn, man, go to the hospital."
Take the night off. Jeez.
Oh yeah, I've seen players come out, get 30 stitches in their face, and the next period they're back in skating. It's like,
Scoring a goal,
damn.
laying somebody out.
Oh, I'd
You can't be
out
scared
working
and play hockey.
months.
I feel like some DBs and stuff like that, you could be a little bit scared and play football, but not in hockey.
All right, well, I know old Paulie's chomping at the bit to get his rant in. You ready there, buddy?
Alabama, I'm sorry, guys. You know what? I got a rant about Alabama fans. You know what, people? Get rid of your stupid minds on Facebook and have some damn class.
Good morning, everybody out there. I hope you had your muffin and your coffee. Bring out the popcorn. I want to talk about a travesty that's going on in Chicago. It's got more drama than a freaking daytime soap opera. It's called The Bears. The Bears. All right? They're the laughing stock of the NFL right now. The problems they've had have been problems they've had for years. It starts with the McCaskey ownership, which is pathetic. They pocket their own money. They pocket their own money instead of putting it back in the organization. So recently we got Justin Fields. We got the Bears 0-2. And Justin Fields looks like deer in the headlight in the pocket out there. He looks confused. He looks contained. Let me tell you guys something. Justin Fields, you have your opinions out there. I got mine. But you know what? The guy, there's only been 3 quarterbacks in the years that have had 1,000 yards rushing. That's Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Fields. The Bears offensive coordinator, Lukaski, whatever the heck his name is, he needs to go. You got Justin Fields stuck in the pocket, goes totally against his game. He's had 5 runs this year, 5 dedicated run plays for 1 yard. This guy had 1,000+ yards last year running the ball. So you're not utilizing your quarterback properly because you're keeping him in the pocket, and he's not a pocket passer. You drafted him knowing that. So go back to the RPO, okay? General Manager Poles. This is the same problem again. Same old same with you, dude. We got no offensive line. Got no protection. I'm not making excuses for Fields, all right? But these are decision-making. This is critical thinking in an organization. And you're failing. You guys are failing. All right? You're failing the players. All 3 phases of the game stink. The defense, the special teams, the offense, all right? So you can put all this on Justin Fields, but he made a comment earlier in this week. He goes, well, I play better when I can move and do this. And, some of his coaching, and they had to clean that up. He's a rookie. He's a young quarterback. Probably shouldn't have said that, but he's speaking the truth. Why did he say the coaches are the problem? Because they're keeping him in the pocket, all right? So anyways, enough about Justin Fields. The Bears got so much drama on this team. Right? There's more drama. There's more drama on the Bears than there is on General Hospital. They buy a stadium in Arlington. Oh, they got drama. They want to go to Aurora. All right. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Let's see here. I got. Let's see here. Anyways, the organization from top down stinks. This is what's going on. You got a defensive coordinator that resigns this week. All right. You got FBI raid at somebody's house. You got the Bears had $100,000 of equipment stolen from their facility. I mean, they're a travesty as an organization. And I'm talking about an organization. It's time the McCaskies just sell the team. Everybody in Chicago knows. Everybody in Chicago knows you got to sell the team and get football-minded people to buy it. Because McCaskies, you need to get out. You need to take a long walk on a short pier. All right? You're making a mockery of the second or third highest NFL-rated city for football in the nation. All right, the history of the Bears has gone down the tubes. It's pathetic. You got guys like Dick Butkus and Richard Dent on the sidelines going to these games and shaking their heads. These are legendary players. This is a legendary organization. And McCaskies, you should be ashamed of yourself. And Paul, you're about this far from getting the heck out of Chicago. That's it. Done.
Very nice.
I want to talk about how inspiring this show is. Inspiring this whole entire world with how you're talking about sports and how you're talking about your life experience. And also Boston.
He's right. We're talking about life experience living in Chicago as a Bears fan. It's awful.
All right. Thanks again, Paulie, for your insight there, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for listening, peoples.
Hey, before we wrap up, man, I just want to remind everybody we're here to generate some money to send veterans and first responders. Again, we have a Vietnam veteran and his daughter going to the Detroit Lions Atlanta Falcons game today. Look out for some photos. I asked them to send a bunch of photos, maybe send us a testimonial. Also, the testimony for last week is on our website, minuteswisely.com. Make sure you check it out weekly, as that site is changing every single day until I get it to where I want it, and then it'll stable out a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and say it, man. Go ahead and donate $5. If every one of our followers donated $5 a week, we could send a veteran and a guest to a sporting event weekly. That's literally all it takes. $5 out of your pocket. Every time the show comes on, drop $5 in the kitty. We'll even send you a form. You could claim it on your taxes if you want. We're a legit 501c3. Let's do it, man. We can't do it without you guys' help, man. That's why we're doing what we do. These guys put their lives on hold for us. Now let's give back to them a little bit, man. Like, we're not.
Or at least spread the word a little bit. Help us spread the word out.
Yeah, spread the word. Drop $5, like whatever.
Tell your
if you
friends.
see us out and about signing books, Paulie's going to be in the area in a couple of weeks. We'll be out signing books. We both have wrote some books, and all the proceeds to that is going to go right back into the fund to send these guys. So if you see a Minutes Wisely booth out there, swing by and say hi. Francine has a great point. We have Patreon. That's another great way to get swag. You join our Patreon page, and we'll send you gifts every couple of months. That's a great way to just keep the revenue going. And for $25 a month, man, you're going to get some badass hoodies. There's some great benefits for this. And
hoodies, again, t-shirts, stickers.
All the money goes right into sending these guys to sporting events. I don't take any of the money out for bills or anything that goes on. So all this money goes right directly into the fund. So that's all I got. Thanks, you guys, for coming on, talking sports with me every Sunday. And you guys talk to sports, and I'll do the business side. That's awesome. My memory is not what it used to be. The stats don't stick in my head.
You're doing great, Rich, and we're proud to be helping you in your cause.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, again, in the next couple of weeks, just look for the nonprofit to grow as we start adding board members, and we'll see where it goes. We also have some other guests that are interested in joining the show. So I'd like to bring other guests in. That just drives viewership up. So again, please send this show out on your social media links. Everybody's watching. We appreciate it. Does anybody else have anything else to say before we sign off?
So
Yes.
In spite of everything Paulie just said, he still has the Bears beating the Chiefs today. I just want to throw that out there quickly.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, just throw that out quick. And then secondly, the Lions are on Thursday night, so we'll have the Lions playing twice before we come back. So
Awesome.
Oh.
we got
Do
the
we have
Packers
two
on
people?
Thursday. We have
I
Packers
didn't
on
realize they played Thursday night.
Are we sending somebody to that game?
No, because it's a road game.
Well, I guess that
Yes.
makes sense.
It's at Lambeau.
It's in Lambeau on Thursday night.
Boo. It's better to play there before it gets too cold.
Exactly. I always love the Lambeau games early on.
Yeah, the Cheez-It Dome.
That's it. That's all I've got.
Also, 6 starters for the Lions are going to be sitting out today, which is going to hurt their chances. But hey, it's football, man. You got to do it. You got to do it. Work with what you got. I mean, every team is dealing with injuries, so you just have to rise above
We're
it.
sitting again this week. It just blows.
But CJ Gardner being out for the year, that one's going to really hurt. But again, I'm not a big fan of that guy who's talking shit about Detroit. So see you later, buddy. I'm on Eric's side, where if you're not with us, you're against us. So you can't wear the uniform and then talk crap about the city. So all right, well, thanks everybody for joining. We were up to like 11 viewers at one time live. So again, these podcasts sit out there for forever. So it's not just these live viewers; it's the viewers that come throughout the week and check us out. So we really appreciate you guys. Again, go Lions. Kenny, hope you have fun today with your daughter. It's our pleasure to send you to the game. And again, look for photos. See you guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Have a good week, everyone.